Hello, welcome to Top Shelf Backpacking. Today we are out here near Frog Lake on the Mount Hood, in the Mount Hood National Forest. I'm about to climb over the gate closing the trail. It is a groomed snowmobile route. Sign's in there somewhere. Although there's only 3 cars in the parking lot, none of them look like they carry snowmobiles. So maybe we'll get lucky here. So we will get started on this trail. I do have my snowshoes with me in case they're needed, but so far it looks fairly packed down. So I'll see you guys out here on trail. Temps are currently in the 40s. There is a 1.5 mile loop around Frog Lake and probably a quarter or a half mile walk through the snow to get down to it. I learned about this from my dentist, actually, who I met probably 10 miles from here at Mirror Lake years ago while backpacking. Said it was a nice quick overnight in the snow. Said you probably need your snowshoes around the trees. But so far, with just boots, I've been pretty good on the trail here. It's a little soft, probably due to it being warmer today, but a beautiful day to be out here. Temps are supposed to be into the 30s. So my 20-degree bag should be just fine. But definitely looking forward to getting a little time away, but still being able to have a good chunk of my weekend to get things done around the house. So I will continue on trail here. See you guys shortly. The 35-pound bag on my pack has about 3 liters of water. Way more than I would usually carry, but I wanted to try to avoid having to melt snow, and I left my water filter behind, so I wouldn't have to worry about it freezing. I can boil. I do have treatment tabs if I needed to, but seeing as that this is just kind of a quick overnight, hoping I wouldn't need them. There's also a mostly full bottle of whiskey back there. Was planning on bringing that to do a little shoot with it, but sounded like it might go good with the apple cider I brought for tonight. Warm me up a little bit. So it's with me, and then those snowshoes, which may not get used. Got all of my insulated clothes and my 20-degree bag with my Neo Air X Therm. All of that will go into my duplex. So fairly lightweight gear, but definitely some luxuries out here. I've got a little pocket saw and stuff in case I decide to do a fire tonight. Looks like there's a fair bit of down wood, just a matter of how much of it is buried and therefore soggy, hard to get to. So we're going to keep going counterclockwise here, and hopefully here in the next quarter to half a mile we'll start seeing viable campsites. Just hit a little connector trail there, did a lot of post holing, but it was only a couple hundred feet long, so I'll take the time to put on the snowshoes. But we're going to start looking, now that we're at legit campsites, for a place to pitch the tent. If I can get near the lake, great, but I don't need it for water or anything, so that is a plus. But our search for a tent site now begins. Starting to head toward the lake here, a little off the main path. So put the shoes on, make things going a little easier here, and hopefully we'll find something sweet near the lake. Made it to the lake. Snow is still not very packed down here. So I think I'm going to double back a little bit. There are a couple campsites over here toward the campground itself that looked a little easier to set up on, and might even give me a table. So I will head back on trail here and find a nice spot to stop and camp. This spot here looks pretty good. It has a flat-ish spot. So I'm going to take the pack off. We will pack this down as best we can and get the tent pitched. Probably got another 45 minutes of daylight here. So we'll get everything set up and then get some dinner going. So I will see you guys here at the table. Took a hot minute, but finally got the pad mostly stomped down here. So we're going to try and get the tent up here before it gets too dark, then we'll get some dinner rolling. Tent is up. Shout out to the Snowshoes for being my guy out there. Give me a little more head and foot room. And we'll probably get some condensation here just due to temps. But we'll get the sleeping pad inflated and the sleeping bag in there. Then I will see you at the table for dinner. It's about 7:30. Got the sleeping bag and everything ready to rock and roll. Got the dinner rehydrating, trying out some new stuff tonight, and heating up some more water for some apple cider. Temps are probably in the lowish 40s right now. Still feeling pretty comfortable just out here in a sun shirt, but looking forward to putting on my warm clothes here. It's currently insulating my dinner, so I will start layering up here once that is ready. And then I've got my bear bag hung. Not super worried about bears at the moment, but there are signs of rodentia around here despite all the snow. So yeah, looking forward to warming up here with the drink and some food, and then we will make our way into the tent before it gets too dark. Got all into the tent here. Got the food bag hung. Fantastic dinner. Nice little toddy there. Now I'm all nice and warm. Crawling in the bed here. Might have to strip off the insulating layers. So I know this is a pretty warm sleep system. Right down here on the snow, I do have a foam pad underneath my Xtherm, and then a 20-degree pad. Should be only in the 30s tonight, so should be nice and cozy. But I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning. Made it through the night. Woke up every few hours to roll over. Took the jacket off pretty early on. Probably should have put it back on, but I survived. This was the coldest I've been in this sleep system. So curious what the lows really got down to. Sadly, I did not have my thermometer with me. Ordered a new one and it didn't come before I left. But I would definitely think it was down into the 30s, and all I had on was the sun hoodie up top. My lower, with my down booties and Apex Torrid pants, stayed plenty warm. So I'm sure just a fleece or something would have done me even better. But overall slept pretty well. It's about 7 o'clock right now. Not looking forward to putting on cold and slightly damp socks and pants. But we're gonna get moving here, get things packed up inside, and then get some breakfast rolling. So I will see you guys outside. Just finished up breakfast there. Had a few little friends join me, which was kind of neat. Probably were hoping I would drop something, but I didn't, because, you know, leave no trace. Gonna finish packing up here, gonna strip off a layer, so as we're gonna start with the snowshoes. I'm gonna finish my loop around Frog Lake, and then we will connect back to the stem of this lollipop and head back to the car. So I will get backed up and see you guys out here on trail. Looks like I've got just over a quarter mile to go, according to the sign there, till we're back to the trailhead. So far been a beautiful little hike. A little tough with the snowshoes on, but bag's feeling good. Probably less than 30 pounds in it now with the snowshoes and the water and everything gone. But been a beautiful morning so far. I can see the car off in the distance there. You might be able to hear a bit of the freeway. My only qualm with this overnight was it's probably a quarter to a half mile as a crow flies from the campsites to the road, so you do get a bit of traffic noise. Not a super busy freeway, especially at night, but I mean, even at 4 o'clock when I woke up to move around, you could hear cars coming by here and there. So if that bugs you, you might want to get some better earplugs. Overall, this was a fantastic trip. Less than 2 miles round trip. Did the loop, a little bit extra walking around yesterday. Definitely glad that Dr. Kim over at, I want to say, Riverstone Family Dentistry in Camas recommended this to me. Thank you for the tip. It's a fantastic night. I haven't seen anybody else out here, even though there's still at least one other car in the parking lot. But nice to get out and enjoy the beautiful blue skies and the serene white snow here. So for more information on the Frog Lake Loop and the other trips you see on this channel, visit topshelfbackpacking.com. And until I see you again, cheers.